Elon Musk were here right now, what would you tell him?
Go back where you come from.
America or
Where he came from. which is
South
not America.
Africa?
South Africa?
South Africa, right?
Oh, gotta go.
What's your new nickname? Oh, that's a good nickname. All right, let's see here. Where am I? Let's see. Did I read that one? Damn, Jimmy, you tell him. Candy Davins. Thank you, Candy. Ireland rules and Israel sucks. Tropical Rocket. Thank you, Tropical. WOPR, Hal's Skynet architect. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about with AI. Just ask Faulkner or Dave or Kyle or Neo, the real Schneid. Thank you for that one. Oh, hey, mediocre witch. Fancy vaginas and AI boobs today? Oh, my. Okay. I think the affair is real, and they're trying to get out ahead of it to take away the AI's bargaining chip. Oh, I see what you're saying on that one. Robert Reich looks like he's a real-life Benjamin Button giraffe. Laugh my LMFAO. Jimmy, did you see the Trump admin offered $50 million of Maduro's arrest, so Venezuelans just offered $50 million for Epstein's files? Hashtag base, hashtag MAGA for Palestine. Crystal, I did not see that yet. Roger says, putting the need to strike in the rearview mirror, seeing through democratic ownership, the workers are the bosses. Workers, members won't vote to outsource their jobs. Guarantee of American-made manufacturing ensures high-quality products and services due to high morale, because workers have vested interest in making sure. They would not vote to replace their jobs with automation. They
don't want you having high morale. Do people get that? They want your morale to be very low.
Right.
And then
you want to be
you will
desperate.
vote for automation once they lower your morale enough. And they will. They already are. They already are.
It's self-regulating since the factory is located in the community. The moment they find out that they are operating in a way that puts the safety of the communities or environment at risk, be it water, air quality, environment, safety, etc., they'll change course. Guaranteed workplace safety, they also are not going to put themselves in a position to be put at risk when it comes to workplace safety. Roger continues, provides a constant, reliable tax base. Workers are less likely to go public. These are the things that worker co-ops brain. It is imperative that we transition from a shareholder-owned corporate-based economy to a stakeholder-owned corporative-based economy with worker cooperatives at the helm. That's how to combat the corporations, to combat the speculative economy, charter public banks. You cannot fight 21st century villains with 20th century weapons. The reason why the unions were so effective a century ago is two reasons. One, after World War II, we were the only country standing, so there was no one to outsource to. Agreed. Let's not kid ourselves. The main and only reason that goes unsaid why unions were so strong back then was because they had mob muscle. Boss treating you right, then he's going to get a visit. Since the enforcement of RICO, which trust busted the mob and other countries rebound, companies have been outsourcing, going AI using migrant and prison labor. As long as workers do not own manufacturing, production, distribution, supply chains, and companies, we will forever be fighting the corporate oligarchy. All right, Roger, thank you for all that information and insight. Much appreciated. Hey, Jimmy, please talk about what EU is doing to Ireland. Scott Johnson. They call you anti-Semitic, but never a liar. YouTube. The Austrian painter was onto something. Geez, I wonder what he was right about. Okay. YouTube. Call them the Defamation League. It's cleaner. Sean Parker, creator of Napster. YouTube. Do those sanctions against Israel include blocking the docking of the U.S. ships at those countries' ports, considering we are contributing to Israel, China? And that's from Hey You. Thank you, Hey You. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I have some more here. It could be just me, but it seems like Jewish supremacists and Nazis have a lot in common. Tropical Rocket. Why did they use the word Holocaust, which is a Jewish sacrificial offering that was burned completely on an altar, according to the Oxford Dictionary, to describe the mass murder of Jews in World War II? Flint match? What did you find? Did you find the answer to that one yet? Okay. Namibia, please, Jimmy, it's my home country. Oh, is it Namibia? Namibia? Is that how you pronounce it? Is that what you're saying? Thank you for that, Nujoma. Germany said they will not arm Israel because Israel has not enough to cause mass unaliving in Gaza. This is covering my you-know-what policy. This is covering my you-know-what policy. Thank you, Goo81. Also, UAE did not contribute to the Hague Convention, maybe due to many UAE leaders appearing in Epstein's photos. New photo appeared of Epstein wearing an IDF shirt was also revealed today. I have not seen that, Goo81. Much appreciated. Kurt Nisley says, Jimmy keeps mentioning an upcoming show in South Bend, Indiana, but the website only lists Fort Wayne. Is he going to be in both? The WeAreChange is looking forward to having you in Indiana. It's Fort Wayne. It's Fort Wayne.
I do Fort Wayne. I like Fort Wayne.
At each end of the year.
All right, let's do this. All right, Jimmy, I got through most of them, just so you know.
Okay. Come to me.
All right, back to Jimmy.
So do you want to say
Yeah.
Fort Wayne?
Yeah. Fort Wayne. How about that? Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Why don't you just do the whole thing
Do the
over?
whole thing?
Yeah, what's it? Why not?
Do you come see me tell jokes at the Village Underground in Manhattan, New York, Rutherford, New Jersey, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Chicago, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Appleton, Wisconsin, and Louisville, Kentucky? Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.
That was great.
How about that?
That was great.
So I wanted to tell people this. I don't know if you saw this, Kurt.
Oh, yeah, I did. I think I commented on it at her or on something.
Today, the Justice Department and the State Department are announcing a $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. He's the president of Venezuela. Now,
Hand it over.
Now, the reason why why do you think we're trying to arrest the president of another country? That's what we're doing. That's what that says. That's Attorney General Pam Bondi. And so why do you think they're doing that? So I guess they have a little extra money because they used to have a $10 million bounty. So this on the Al Qaeda leader's head, they had a $10 million bounty on him. But now that they made him president of Syria, I guess they have a little extra money to kick around. And so now they upped it and they gave it to $50 million for
Is he going to be the president of Gaza?
I wonder if he's going to be the president of Gaza. So here she is. Let's listen. So just so you know why they're doing this, it's because they want their oil. There's the people who run our country want, just like the reason why we overthrew Iran. The reason why we overthrew, Iran in 1953, Mossadegh, democratically elected guy, because they wanted to steal his oil. And then they installed a puppet. So now they're trying to get rid of Nicolas Maduro, and they've been trying to do this forever. And then they're trying to install a guy named Juan Guaido. Remember that? So this is the United States being the world's terrorists. This is not because we care about the people of Venezuela. We don't care that Nicolas Maduro's a dictator. We're in bed with the biggest dictator right now. We're funding a genocide. We don't care about people. This is about the people who actually run this government wanting to go and steal their natural resources in Venezuela, and that's what this is all about. So let's listen.
You know what they're pinning on him, right?
No.
That those gangs that came in when the illegals were in, that Venezuela was purposely sending them. How did they get him here, though? I think that was with Catholic NGOs, if I remember correctly. So you're just going after Nicolas Maduro for that, not the vast infrastructure it took to bring the fentanyl and the illegals here. It's so insane.
And not the Joe Biden administration for keeping the border open?
And not Joe Biden or Hunter Biden.
Right. Here we go.
Today, the Department of Justice and State Department are announcing a historic $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. Maduro uses foreign terrorist organizations like TDA, Sinaloa, and Cartel of the Suns to bring deadly drugs and violence into our country. To date, the DEA has seized 30 tons of cocaine linked to Maduro and his associates, with nearly 7 tons linked to Maduro himself, which represents a primary source of income for the deadly cartels based in Venezuela and Mexico. Cocaine is often laced with fentanyl, resulting in the loss and destruction of countless American lives. The DOJ has seized over $700 million of Maduro-linked assets, including 2 private jets, 9 vehicles, and more. Yet Maduro's reign of terror continues. He is one of the largest narco traffickers in the world and a threat to our national security. Therefore, we've doubled his reward to $50 million. Under President Trump's leadership, Maduro will not escape justice, and he will be held accountable for his despicable crimes. If you have any information to bring this criminal to justice, call 1-202.
So now, if you believe what she just said, you are what they call a chump. You're a chump. It's the CIA who brought crack cocaine into the inner cities in California.
Sinaloa? Are you joking? Is this a joke? Yeah, no, that's a CIA operation. They took over the cartels in the 90s.
Yeah.
So that's what all that is.
And if you don't think that there were powers in the United States that wanted this country flooded with fentanyl, you're also a chump. Just like they wanted the country flooded with undocumented illegal immigrants. That didn't just happen. That was a policy choice. They didn't only do it in the United States, they did it in almost all of Western Europe, to the point where now Keir Starmer, the guy who used to call you a racist for being against open borders, is now demanding that the people of Britain deserve an answer of why they were subjected to an open borders experiment. And they're playing the same kind of game here.
Don't answer the question or you'll be banned from Twitter and jailed in Britain, by the way, if you give them the answer of why that happened.
Yes. Here's someone being funny. Do you pay me in cash or check? So they're just telling you that he's at the palace. He's at the presidential palace. Here's the information. He's at the palace.
Hey, I heard BB's was in town though. You could catch that wanted worldwide criminal.
Yeah. He's in Venezuela. How many times do we have to say it? By the way, none of this made me forget that Epstein files haven't been released. Nice try though. So that's more distraction.
That's what I said I think I threw the B word in, Jimmy. I mean, I don't mean to. But.
Yeah. He's in Venezuela. The Trump administration roundly mocked over a $50 million bounty for Nicolas Maduro. We know where he's at. He's at the presidential palace in Venezuela.
Hey, contact our man Juan Guido, and maybe he can go deep behind enemy lines the way Bilbo Not a Jew Who did so many years ago.
So, I mean, the Bondi accused Nicolas Maduro of being one of the world's largest narco traffickers and working with cartels to flood the U.S. with fentanyl-laced cocaine. She added that Venezuela should not be flooding the United States with deadly illicit drugs, when we all know that is the CIA's job.
Yeah, no competition. We should just make it a podcast at this point. It's not a real place. It's not a real country. Can we just understand that?
So the phrase "he's in Venezuela" was actually trending on Twitter because of this. He's in Venezuela. So this is another Epstein sleight of hand, trying to distract you with this because they don't want to talk about Epstein. Many users also pointed out the news of the new reward comes as the Trump administration struggles to deal with the fallout from the Epstein files. He's in Venezuela with the Epstein files, joked a user. He's in Venezuela, but also we need those Epstein files, said another. He's in Venezuela. I talked Zelle, Venmo. I take Zelle, Venmo, Cash. The Department of Justice. So this is all funny. So this isn't working. What the Trump administration keeps trying to do, people see right through their bullshit. They're just as phony as the Biden administration was.
Have you seen the new headlines that from Israel that there's people say there rabbis over there saying Trump's being punished for not bombing Iran enough, so that's why they were linking him.
Oh,
it
really?
Would make sense why the Wall Street Journal did it, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would make sense why the Wall Street Journal leaked that.
Because Trump said they're starving the Gazans. Remember?
That's right.
And that was a big no-no.
Oh, so that was.
I don't know if that's true, but I just saw those headlines today. I mean, it makes sense though a little bit, doesn't it? Without
Venezuelan Foreign Minister Jan Gil released a statement characterizing the reward as pathetic and accusing Bondi of orchestrating a crude political propaganda operation, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're not surprised coming from who it comes from, the same one who promised a non-existent secret list of Epstein and who wallows in scandals for political favors, Gill said, referring to the backlash Bondi faced after the Justice Department announced last month that a long-rumored client list of the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein does not exist. Maduro was indicted in Manhattan federal court in 2020 during Trump's first presidency, along with several close allies of federal charges of narco-terrorism and conspiracy to import cocaine. At the time, the U.S. offered $15 million reward for his arrest. That was later raised by the Biden administration to $25 million, the same amount the U.S. provided for the capture of Osama bin Laden following the September 11th attacks. Despite the big bounty, Maduro remains entrenched after defying the U.S., the European Union, and several Latin American governments who condemned his 2024 re-election as a sham and recognized his opponent as Venezuela's duly elected president. Last month, the Trump administration struck a deal to secure the release of 10 Americans jailed in the capital in exchange for Venezuelans getting home scores of migrants deported by the United States to El Salvador under the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Shortly after, the White House reversed course and allowed the United States oil producer Chevron to resume drilling in Venezuela after the United States sanctions previously blocked it. So here, you want to see why they're putting a $50 million bounty on Venezuelan president? Let's watch. Who bombs their neighboring countries every day? Iran. He's saying, who bombs their neighboring countries every day? Is it Iran? No. It's the Zionist state led by Netanyahu, who tests bombs by destroying buildings, houses, hospitals, schools, maternity wards. Who does that? Not just now, for 76 years, they've let genocide in Gaza happen. And still, every day they kill 100 Palestinians. 60 boys and girls, women, the elderly. They've destroyed 80% or more of the buildings and houses in Gaza. Schools, mosques, churches, hospitals. They've destroyed everything. And that Western world of European elites and U.S. imperialists supported the destruction and genocide of Gaza. A genocide broadcast live on social media. Then they went after the people of Lebanon. And then they also killed dozens, hundreds of innocent people in Beirut. In southern Lebanon, the noble Arab people of Lebanon, they are our brothers. Then they went for Syria. And they still bomb it whenever they feel like it. Netanyahu and the Zionists. Now they try to crush Iran. And war has broken out where Iran has shown immense military power. And as the Iranians themselves say, they still haven't brought out the strategic weapons. Hang on. That they've prepared. What do they... Hang on. God damn it. What do we want for humanity? What do we want? That a nuclear war escalates? I don't think so. That a war escalates and starts to take on global characteristics and takes all of Central Asia, East Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and once again brings a great destructive war to the whole planet. Those who hold political power and have driven this war with just one word could stop it. But every day, the arrogance and supremacists throw more fuel on the fire every single day. We in Venezuela advocate for peace, for a just peace. And we support the Palestinian people, the people of Lebanon, the people of Yemen, the people of Syria, and the wonderful people of the Islamic Republic of Iran. So that's why this is happening. Because he said that, and Trump's bosses in the Likud party, Benjamin Netanyahu and Zionists, they made him do this. Here it is. This is so dumb. It's a bigger reward than they ever offered for Osama bin Laden. This is all more pathetic when you know it's just cope, a bone for the anti-Maduro hardliners in Florida after Chevron got a new license to operate in Venezuela.
Wait, Chevron, isn't that the one that killed all those Amazon natives' land, and then the guy that sued and
yeah,
won?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Chevron. That they polluted and then they lost the court case, and then they got the judges in America to put the lawyer.
Yeah, they got a corrupt judge.
Yeah.
To put the guy on some kind of house arrest, and then that same corrupt judge presided over a fake Trump case.
Over a fake Trump case, that same
and
judge.
Trump's not rectifying any of that.
No, he's not. Isn't that interesting? You think Trump would?
What a joke! It's just such a joke watching this shit now. Who believes in this shit still?
So
how can you believe in America at all? By the way,
go to Steph for a second.
Okay, thank you.
Hang on, I got to find this thing.
All right, take your time. It was the FDA that released the scourge of the fentanyl on Americans, not Venezuela, not China, not Mexico. Originally, fentanyl was only administered in clinical settings. The FDA changed that. Germany said
okay, you can come to me.
Back to Jimmy.
So Maduro responds to Trump's $50 million bounty on him with a $50 million reward for the unleashed Epstein files.
Oh, please somebody do that. Oh, please somebody snitch
What a
that
move.
50 million.
What a move.
Far-right U.S. President Donald Trump appears to have thought he was being clever by increasing the U.S. reward on the head of a Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, from $25 million to $50 million, but it soon backfired. Used to U.S. attempts to undermine and sabotage his country. He's used to attempts by the U.S. to sabotage his country. Maduro has put the attention back where Trump was trying to deflect it away from by offering a $50 million reward for the Epstein files on sex trafficker, pedophile, and Trump's former best pal, Jeffrey Epstein, which Trump has refused to release despite campaigning for president on the promise to do so. Last month, Trump spoke unintended volumes when, after being asked about the files, he squirmed and tried to pretend that Epstein was old news. You still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That's unbelievable. So I think...
Yeah, we didn't want justice for Jeffrey, Trump. Everybody wanted to know why you haven't punished the people that were doing things with him.
Right.
Is it because it's so many people you can't? That's what I think.
So, things are, it's 8 months in. We're not even 8 months in. We're 7 months into the Trump presidency. And it seems like it's unraveling. Although they did get their big, beautiful bill passed. So that's all they really care about.
Yeah, everything else don't matter.
They got their $1 trillion war budget. They didn't cut anything from Doge. None of it. They exploded the deficit. They gave another tax cut to rich people, cut health care for working people. It's the same old story. And they tried to wrap it up like this is some kind of victory for democracy in America, just like the Democrats try to pretend appointing Kamala Harris as the nominee without a primary is a victory for democracy.
I can't wait to see who the next president is. It's going to be it's going to be great watching that. Can you imagine the excitement of which of these two amazing parties you have to choose from is going to really take things forward in a great way? Like somebody that I mean, what a hilarious.
I can't believe people still fall. I really can't believe that. But, Kurt, just as many, if not more people fall for what I just showed you with Stephen Colbert saying that, we think that the Democrats are for democracy and getting money out of politics. They're the good boys. They're the choir boys. They're the Boy Scouts. No,
Yeah,
they're
for stupid Hollywood people and stupid New York people and stupid DC people, which is a minority of people, by the way, which Colbert mentioned. The majority of people hate them.
the majority of people
So
hate them.
All these are people that make a living being Democrats. And I don't mean because the DNC is directly paying them. I mean, you're an actor and you want to be good in with Jimmy's old friends.
Yes.
Who I don't know why you're even upset about that. What a favor you had done to have those people out of your life. What a favor. What an absolute favor from God you had.
And if you want to do yourself a favor and come see a great stand-up comedy show, I'll be doing comedy in Rutherford, New Jersey, Manhattan, New York, Calgary, Vancouver, and Edmonton, plus South Bend Fort Wayne, Indiana, Louisville, Chicago, and Appleton, Wisconsin. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Over to Steph.
All right. Milton Friedman and the Chicago boys just sold out the whole country of Chile to Pinochet's cronies, Western Core, at fire sale prices. Chatter X. Thank you for that, Chatter X. All right, let's see here. Oh, Germany said that they will not arm Israel because Israel has enough to cause mass unaliving in Gaza. This is covering my you-know-what policy. All right. The GU81, also UAE, did not contribute to the Hague Convention, maybe due to many UAE leaders appearing in Epstein photos. New photo appeared of Epstein wearing an IDF shirt was also revealed today. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to find that.
I would love it. I'd like a shirt of him wearing that shirt.
Right? Does Kurt have an Operation Midnight Climax shirt yet? Stone Socialist wants to know.
No, but look, because Fred Pand will send me some. He's got to redo these Monarch ones because they didn't come out good. But the one I have on, Operation Condor, that's fine. But those are all like real, like basic bitch things to know about. I feel like I want the more obscure ones.
Right.
But whatever. It's a charity, so I got to take whatever shirts for Kurtz are given to me.
I emailed her exact directions to where Maduro was, but she redacted 99% of it. Oh, funny. And that's Jay Cheever. Thank you, Jay Cheever. Use dead Americans as an excuse to steal oil for the corporate overlords, Jimmy.
And I think, by the way, the people that really are on top have much better stuff than oil to use, but they're still going to kill people for oil because that's what you get.
Trump hitting Modi with more tariffs because Modi won't recommend him for a Nobel Prize. Dirty bit. Since when did Justice Department care about Americans dying? Never have, never will. Nina Kant. I read that one from Sparky. Didn't I read that one? Yes, I did, about fentanyl. Chevron was also on the Francesca Albanese boycott list regarding Gaza, as Chevron is contracted by Israel to take oil and gas from the occupied territories. GU81.
Is that right?
That's what GU says.
Yeah.
The GU.
Hey, remember Panama when they took Noriega out? There was newspaper articles that he had Epstein videos of all of our leaders back then, and all of a sudden we had an operation to get him the hell out of there, didn't we?
Hey, I thought they were going to be visiting Fort Knox and showing us all the gold. What happened to that with Fort Knox?
The gold was not there, so they could not do that.
Yeah, so where is the gold?
Don't you worry about that. What you worry about is Israel's fighting for its life.
Okay, I won't worry. I feel better now. Thank you. Back to Jim.